Hi everyone, it's Stephen from Highland, and we are on day 19 of the 40-day challenge. So we're a little less than halfway there, and I thought today that I would share with you a sutra from the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali. Perhaps you've reached a point in this challenge where it looks like there's still a long way to go and you feel like you've done a lot already. And you might feel, maybe I don't need to do this every single day. Maybe I sort of get the understanding of it and I want to let it go. And I'm here today to say, wait, there's a lot of good stuff here if we really pay attention to our practice. So I'm going to share with you a sutra, which comes from the first book, Sutra number 14. And it says, practice becomes firmly grounded when well attended to for a long time, without break, and in all earnestness. And I just want to break this sutra down real quick because there's some really great things here when we think about it. The first part being that practice becoming firmly grounded when we attend to it for a long time. We've chosen 40 days as the duration of this challenge, but it could be 60 days, it could be 100 days. The idea of practicing for a long time is really about trying to develop some level of mastery in a practice. If we do something only once or twice, we can't say that we're really good at it. If I sat down and I tried to play the piano today and I took one lesson, I really wouldn't be a piano player. In the same way, when we practice yoga, we really need to step on the mat over and over and over again because we only get better the more time that we put into something. So we understand that we have to do something for a long time. The second part of the practice speaks directly to the challenge that we're doing here, which is not only are we doing it for a long time, but we're doing it without break. So the idea behind the 40-day challenge was not only to practice something for a long time, and I know some of you have been at the studio for years, but have you practiced yoga every single day for a certain period of time? That's a really important part. Without break in our practice really gives us the chance to let that practice sink in and let it really become like a habit. You might have noticed I've been practicing these poses now 19 days straight, and I've done some of these yoga poses many times over the years. But there's something different that's happening this time around, right? Now, 19 days in, my body feels different. The poses are getting easier. And the same is true for the pranayama and the meditation practice. The more that I come back to those practices, I find that the easier and the more familiar they become. And now I start to feel like these are part of me and not just something that I'm trying to accomplish. And we still have 21 days to go. So I'm very curious to see how that feels at the 40-day mark as well. But without a break in our practice really gives us a chance to let that sink in on a level that we couldn't really experience if we had intermittent breaks in there, right? So if I did a 40-day challenge and I practiced 10 times over 40 days, I'm not sure I would feel the same as if I've done practicing, like, say, 10 days in a row. It's a different feeling, and I'm sure that you're feeling it as well at this point. The last part of our sutra says that we must practice in all earnestness. And this is a really interesting aspect of the sutra. Whatever your intention was for doing the 40-day challenge, whether it was to become more flexible or stronger or be able to sit and meditate, there's something that's really important, which is every time you come to the practice, what is the energy that you're bringing into that practice? I know many times in my life I've done things on a routine basis, and I've done them and they've just become so easy that I don't even think about them anymore. So when I'm doing these tasks, there's no intention, there's no mindfulness, there's no energy that I want to invest that feels like it's helping me transform or grow. When I do my 40-day challenge, I'm looking to try to find the energy that I understand as an energy of transformation, something that's going to take me further on this journey. So I want to approach my practice not as like, I have to do this pose again, this is really exhausting, but I want to approach it as, oh, this is a great opportunity for me to get back into that practice. And I think if we approach our practices in life, not only this 40-day challenge, but just about everything that we do, with that mindfulness, with that energy of positivity, that we really get a lot more out of that practice, right? If we're just doing something because we have to do it, it really doesn't sink in the same way. And this is true even if we're not doing a 40-day challenge, even if we're just taking a yoga class and we step on the mat and we're like, I don't really want to do this today, but I feel like I have to. We don't really get the same out of the practice as when we step on the mat and we're really excited to be there. So as you continue on your journey, we have 21 more days to go. I invite you to approach this practice with the intention of looking at it like this is going to be a great vehicle for change. And perhaps you're already doing that, which is fantastic. But as it continues to go on, there might be a little bit of that inertia that starts to sink in, and it might start to feel like, oh, this is a routine in the wrong kind of way. We don't want to feel like we're stuck in a rut as we approach this. So you can reflect on that sutra and just take a minute to pause before you're doing your meditation or your asana or your pranayama and develop the earnestness, the intention, the energy, the positivity, whatever you want to call it, to step into those poses or to step into that meditation for the right reason. And hopefully, as you continue on with your next 21 days here, that it'll start to really create the change, the transformation that you're looking for. All right, that's it for today. Good luck with everything. And again, if you want to post something or if you want to leave us a comment or anything, you certainly can.